made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait, cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Oakland Raiders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Squeeze! Go!
On 1st and 10, Bloom. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
To throw again. Bloom. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Hey, over. He's coming to double up. Hey.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bloom. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Hill. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
52. Begin. Check 4. Match box. Right. Yo, I got him. On me.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check safety. Undercrush. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Mike 50. I'm coming.
They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Look at me. Dipper.
Off play action. Bloom. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Bloom. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. A quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Bloom. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bloom. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game was we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
To throw on 3rd down, Bloom. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. It's a big play there. 46 yards.
On the ready.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. An opportunity to get back to level after the fumble return touchdown. 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Quick dance. Come. Back. Watch it.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Slam. Alert flare. Check three.
Hill running right, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Mike 50. Draw deep. Go. Motion. Check. Shift.
2nd and 11. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Check, cross. He's coming. We got double.
Second and 1. Dancing to his left. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's going the other way. And a big turnover there. His guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 85 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down near the...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Rush in. Slam. Tighten up. Jack. Get along. West. Wheel. Hey, turn it up. Get it go.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 50. You remember me?
They'll look to throw. Right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
SOS.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
What's my name?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, their last two drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down. Bloom is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Go!
Here's 2nd and 8. Being chased out left. Over the middle, complete. It's Hicks. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Bravo!
51 the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't
look at me. Zip. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Bloom. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 50. The 40. And how about the big boy showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
Check 50. Check 50. Watch the twin.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take it. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. In for the score. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, break.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball.
And got his man complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Bloom. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go. Hey, over. Number 53. 953. Watch twist. Whip. Watch the out. Kill. Switch. Hey, switch gears. Switch right.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Check 31. You gonna take. Walk. You got tight right there. Kill. Hey, alert 3. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Hill going to try to right side. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Clelin Ferrell in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Team 6. Yep.
Mike 51. Watch the run.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bloom. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 36, 36.
Out. Check. Squeeze. Press down.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, check 24.
They're going to look to throw.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, get it.
Throwing again. Bloom. He'll get this to Eckler. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Here we go.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Go.
On 1st down, Bloom. Over the middle, it's complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often...
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 49, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Check. Lucky.
They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Mike's 50. Let's go, D. Big series right here. Step it up. Hey, watch it. That's it.
They'll set up a throw. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
This is taken at the 3. Oh, he shifts past him. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
It's our time. It's our time. Any weapon. Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Bloom. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Throwing on 1st down. Bloom. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, Sue.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing on 3rd and long. Bloom. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. And on now is the punter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Go.
On 4th down, Bloom. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was Nasir Adderley making a nice play. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would... big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Mike 51, Mike 51. All right, T, let's go. Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Operating from the gun, Bloom. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is caught. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Go. 53's the mic.
From the gun, Phelps. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We go. 10-2 stop.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
Mike 7. Go.
49's the mic. 49's the mic. Hey, let's get this. Get this. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
All day, baby, all day.
Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
49.
Fair.
Alert, flare. Check
Hit it.
Looking to throw on second down. Phelps firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. They're going to try and run. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And an alley to run. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Running on first down, Eckler. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And they give this time to the tailback. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, Orbit. Yeah, go.
On 4th down, Bloom. Throwing left side, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Steve 6. Hey.
I'm going to come back to you.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now another timeout called for by the offense. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. And the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down.
Go.
On fourth down, Bloom. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Joker. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Sponge. No. Watch twist.
Now Ballard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.